Hello book nerds, welcome to Bookshelf Funny. I'm Kim, and today we'll be talking about 30 Days of Night, Volume 2, Dark Days. So I'm happy to say that I'm back in my own space. My husband is finished with his studying. He actually passed his nursing exam, so that's fabulous. He is now officially a registered nurse. Let's get into it. 30 Days of Night, Dark Days, Volume 2. This book was, unfortunately, like the first, the artwork is not something I was a fan of, but there was character development, so I mean, that's improvement. This particular rendition starts with Stella, who is the survivor from the first book. Her husband turned into, I better not get into that, spoilers. Stella, who had survived the original onslaught of vampire doom, has written a book about her experience to try and get the truth of what happened out there into the world. Now, the vampires aren't exactly pleased with this idea. They are stopping at nothing to hide that very truth, as that would be bad. You know, the world actually believed in vampires. They seem to be under the impression that they are not invulnerable and that if people actually believed in them, there would be more risk to them. There are some characters in this book that still don't have enough development. They seem kind of random and useless. I don't see them as really delivering the plot, pushing the plot forward all that much. There's a character named Judith. So in the first book, Judith sends her son via helicopter with some heavy-duty film equipment so that she can try to get some footage of the vampire attack. So all we really know about Judith is that she wants proof. We don't know why. And it's the why that kind of gets to me. I want to know why. So she makes another appearance in this book. And essentially the only real plot point she has is she gives this footage to Stella in her quest for exposing the vampire hordes. Back to Stella's book. Stella has written this book. Her publishers are calling it fiction, but of course it's dangerous as is because the vampires know it's not fiction. And same with a select few others. Stella's motivation is obviously vengeance. She's kind of badass in this story. Like, I won't even lie. She's pretty wicked. She has this arsenal and this little militia and all these weapons. Pretty awesome. Her motive is clear, and that was fantastic. So exciting. And the vampires, of course, are pissed. So that's fun too. I have one problem with Stella. Unfortunately, for some reason, she comes across a vampire who she decides is nice, and she ends up making him her lover, because reasons? And that struck me as odd. It sort of tempered her unending quest for vengeance in a way that I didn't really appreciate. But I mean, compared to that first book, this one wasn't bad. This one wasn't bad at all. Still a few things that I wasn't a huge fan of, like I talked about Judith and the artwork, and Stella taking a random vampire lover. But we get vengeance as our main theme. The vampires want vengeance, Stella wants vengeance, everybody wants all the vengeance. So that's fun. All right, well, I would love to hear from you guys. Have you read this series? Have you read this second book as well as the first book? Do you agree with my opinions? Do you feel the second book really moves the story along and picks up where the first book left off in a way that's seamless? Or do you feel like it's just bad? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. That's it for me, book nerds. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy reading.